जिनको भेज दो।
बीजेपी के
All right, we are shifting focus now. Following reports of attacks at the Russian President Vladimir Putin's residence late last evening, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed deep concerns about the attack. Taking to social media, Prime Minister stated that the ongoing diplomatic efforts offer the most viable path towards ending hostilities and achieving peace. Prime Minister Narendra Modi further urged all concerned to remain focused on these efforts to avoid any actions that could undermine them. So clearly we can see that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has in fact stated that the ongoing diplomatic efforts offer the most viable path towards ending hostilities and achieving peace. We all know that currently Russia and Ukraine are engaged in clashes, and there have been reports of attacks at Russian President Vladimir Putin's residence late last evening. Following this attack, the Prime Minister has in fact stated that people should follow the path of peace and diplomacy. He has also urged that all the parties who are involved in this conflict should remain focused on these efforts to avoid actions that could undermine them. In fact, Russia, Ukraine and the US are engaged in peace talks, draft peace talks. We saw just yesterday that President Trump met Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky, and he also held a 2-hour conversation with the Russian President Vladimir Putin. So he spoke with both the presidents of Russia and Ukraine. They are trying to finalize a peace agreement in order to stop the war that is currently between Russia and Ukraine. Remember that around 95% of the clauses of the peace plan, the draft peace plan, have been agreed upon. However, there are still many issues that remain unsolved or unresolved, like the Donbas issue. And there's also talk of the territorial forfeiting by Ukraine to Russia. So Ukraine is not ready to give up on that front, and Russia also in fact is in talks regarding this peace plan. In fact, US President Donald Trump had stated that Putin wanted to be generous towards Ukraine in the last conversation that he had with him, and hence people would expect a draft peace plan very soon. However, we are still seeing conflict between both the nations. All right. So that's a wrap on this bulletin. We'll see you on the other side of this commercial.